is Erin, and I've been super inspired by the whole like reset your life type videos here on YouTube. And in the last 2 weeks of January, I finally got myself a new notebook, and it's so pretty, and I feel like a new woman who has her life together and is ready to tell you about all of my past writing resolutions that have completely changed my writing and has made me more like focused and determined and more reliant on habit rather than inspiration. So here are a few writing resolutions that I've actually stuck to, and I want to start off with the super basic one, which is to put your phone across the room when you write. I started doing this in 2016, and now I have no distractions, no excuses. I don't have to worry about wasting time scrolling through social media or getting caught up in the group chat. Though I will say that this is probably the reason that I'm the worst at texting back. I don't have any notification sounds for when I get texts because it annoys me. But at this point, my friends know to just embrace me being a grandma and just to call me or leave a voicemail if you really need me. And now it's second nature for me to not even touch my phone, not even look at my phone, don't even think about my phone when I sit down to write. And now I can just have it on the other side of the couch. Number 2 is do not write in your bed. I started this in 2017, and having done it for 2 years now, I can say that it's really separated work from relaxation. Writing is not my full-time job. I would like it to be someday, but in order to do that, I have to kind of grind when I get home from work. And even though writing is fun and it's my passion, it's still work. And I used to, and I still do from time to time, and I've talked about that a lot. I used to slip into that horrible thing of like, you have to work 24/7 for your dream or your life's a failure mentality. So it would be hard for me at the end of the day to separate work and relaxation and just to go to sleep. So I really needed to create a line between it, and that line ended up being my bed. I don't even read out in the area where I write because I need that space to signify that when I sit down, it's time to write. I also do this thing called hypnotize thyself. I know a lot of people like to get in the writing mood by like lighting a candle, making a sacrifice, putting on their favorite curated fantasy novel playlist while topless bae feast them grapes, but that doesn't work for me, okay? If I put on bops, I'm going to sing and dance along to those bops. So instead, when I write, I put on, you know, like some indie folky music because it's not the music that I would typically listen to, but I like the vibe of that music. It feels very, you know, indie darling movie trailer, very Sundance, you know, hoity-toity, artsy-fartsy, Netflix original. And it really just sets the mood for me to pour out my heart onto the page. If it makes sense, I don't know. It might be a placebo, but I invite you to my placebo effect. And number 3 is to make appointments for people to read, critique, and possibly edit your work. This was my resolution for last year, and it was terrifying, and I'm still kind of feeling the effects of it now, but it's so good because I could feel myself becoming better because I could realistically see the way that people interpreted my work. I already have an editor, and you guys know all about Brit, but because I was in college for a bachelor's in creative writing, I was in workshop every day. But because of that, I was turning in a lot of assignments that weren't necessarily form-wise the type of stuff that I wanted to publish. So it was a lot of poetry, a lot of short stories, or, you know, 5 to like 8 minute or like 8-page short film screenplays. So because of that, I had to kick it up a notch. So on my own time, I wrote a feature-length screenplay, and I have 1,000 videos on that. But for my feature, I gave it to film professors and had them give me notes. I had a live reading, which I have a whole vlog on and was super helpful. I also submitted to a bunch of like pitch fests and competitions and mentorships and just a bunch of programs in general that help writers get feedback and help to get their work as polished as possible for a possible representation or a sale. And I've also roughly done the same with a children's book that I wrote. And, you know, started the terrifying experience of the whole querying and submission and rejection process. I recommend this because it made me just finish. It made me write like hell, it made me edit like hell, because when I had concrete deadlines and I knew that someone was expecting my work at a certain time, I knew I just had to get it done. I had to push past all the fear and all the insecurities that I had and just to get it done. It helped me to see the big picture stuff. It helped me to see how people truly saw my work and what was actually on the page versus what was just in my head. And honestly, if a lot of people are telling you that a certain section or a certain character isn't working, then maybe it isn't working and I should listen and, get to the root and try to figure out how to fix it. Oh, it also helped me create the most polished piece of writing that I have ever written, and that feels awesome. Number 4 is a bonus one, and it is my resolution for this year, and I can't tell you whether or not it has worked for me or crashed and burned in my face because it is literally February, but it is to make what I love and make it a lot, because making things helps you make better things. Hank Green has a wonderful video on this and he makes great points that I couldn't say any better myself, so I will link that in the description. So the idea is to make it and move on. Put your work out there online and then make a thing and another thing and another thing. My goal this year is to put 12 sketches or shorts up here on my YouTube channel, and I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. One of the obvious ones is just that it's my passion and it would be creatively fulfilling to put that kind of, content on here. But I also feel like the type of writing that I do for my novels and my screenplays and, all my long form type of writing is very different from the stuff that I put up here. And I fear that people won't want to check out my long form stuff because they think that it's going to be the exact same as the sketches that I put up here, and my writing style is very different, and I think that it's a lot better than what I put up here. So my goal is to really strengthen my short form writing and to kind of bridge the gap. And it's already happening by the time that you see this video, because every weekend in February I'm taking the time out to film a creative project. And so that, like in between all of the writing content, I could also have like creative videos as well, because I think it would just, make my heart happy, and I think it's time. So, wish me luck. All right, guys, that's all that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed my niche musings. Let me know down in the comments any of your writing resolutions that could help me. I'm so into stealing anyone's writing process, anything that'll make it easier for me. So let me know down in the comments. I will leave links to everything that I have mentioned, also to my personal writing and my blog, and I will see all of you lovely people in my next video. Bye!